Peace. What's going on, everybody? Give everybody a chance to tune on in, man, before we start building on the subject matter for the day. Hopefully, everybody is having a powerful Friday thus far. If not, we're going to make it powerful with this build today, man. So I'm going to give everybody a chance to tune on in, tap in, because I want to drop some science and some math on y'all, man. So hopefully, y'all got a little time to build with the kid real quick, man, because I got some important things to discuss for about 30 to 40 minutes, man. So how y'all living, how y'all holding up? Hopefully, everything is smooth. Hopefully, everything is peaceful y'all way, man. We got to do some building today, man. Y'all know how it is. Builders build. That's what we do. Build on the positive. We destroy the negatives around here, man. That's what's happening. That's what we do. So how y'all living? How y'all holding up? Andronicus, JFW 321. Peace. What's happening? How y'all holding up, man? Topic of the day, man. We dealing with society. We dealing with the brain dead society out here, man. A large portion of society brain dead out here, man. Deaf, dumb, and blind, as we like to call them. Large portion of society, man. Large portion. And of course, we know that we'd have been programmed and conditioned to be like that, man. So again, when you're dealing with the average person, you're dealing with a brain dead person, a person who lacks knowledge of themselves, a person who is not in tune with themselves. So that's what you're dealing with for the most part when you're dealing with the average person. Antoinette, peace. What's going on with you, Queen? CJ, peace. What's happening? Andronicus, for sure. Glad to have you tapping in with me. Wisely G's, peace. What's going on? What's going on? Everything is peaceful my way. Everything is good. Denise, what's happening, Queen? What's going on? Yeah, I know y'all be dealing with the brain dead society, man, the deaf, dumb, and blind, the people that lack substance. I know it can get annoying, man. I know how y'all feel when you're trying to have a conversation with somebody, man, and they can't even hold it. They can't even carry the conversation because they lack the substance. People are one-dimensional out here, man. They can't talk about important matters out here. They can't talk about health. They can't talk about politics. They can't talk about science. They can't talk about religion. They can't have these conversations. They can't talk about business, finance, things of that nature. They can't hold these conversations. Only thing they can talk about is the latest gossip that's out here. So I know y'all tired of running into those people, man, where you feel like you got to dumb yourself down. But I'm going to tell you right now, forget that. I ain't dumbing myself down for anybody, man. You just going to have to catch up. If you're not on my level, you just going to have to catch up because I'm striving to hang around people that I got to catch up to. So why would I dumb myself down for you? Nah, just catch up with the kid. Catch up with the kid. Like that's I'm not dumbing myself down for anybody. Like I'm done doing that, man. That never pans out well for you. Never pans out well for you at all, man. You don't feel good about it once you dumb yourself down dealing with these people out here, man. So again, if somebody is not on your level, listen, give them the ultimatum. But you never stoop down to their level. Never do that. The last thing you want to do is stoop down to their level. That's the last thing that you want to do. In tune. What's going on with you? Andronicus, for sure. For sure, the average person don't know anything out here, man. They barely even know whatever field they in, like whatever their career is, they barely know anything about that. For instance, doctors. Doctors barely know anything about what it takes to be healthy, man, but they in the healthcare field. They in the medical industry. They barely know anything about being healthy. Barely know anything about it. Man, I'm a personal trainer. There's a lot of personal trainers that be giving the wrong advice out here. So again, whatever their career field is, they may lack the knowledge in regards to that, the proper knowledge. What we say, proper education always corrects errors, man. So they lack the proper knowledge, even in their career field. So let alone being able to discuss something that's outside of that career field, man. Montel, peace. What's going on? Kansu, peace. What's happening? So again, man, like people just lack substance, man. Lack substance, man. I remember I was checking my memories on Facebook, man, and I saw a status that I had posted like 4 or 5 years ago. And I talked about just how vast the knowledge is in the universe. What we like to say, knowledge is infinite. Montel, everything is peace my way. We like to say knowledge is infinite. There's no limit to what you can learn out here. So with that being known and that being understood, people walking around talking about they bored. It's impossible to be bored with all of this knowledge out here and knowledge being infinite. You can never run out of things to learn. Therefore, you should never be bored. But again, people are not thirsty to learn. People are not thirsty for knowledge. They are rather just gossip. And when the gossip runs out, because the gossip, that lacks substance, man. When you focused on gossip, man, there's no substance behind gossip. You just jumping from story to story, trying to get the latest gossip. There's no substance behind that, man. When the gossip is done, what do you have to talk about? And that's where people fail. That's where people run into problems, see? And that's the problem with just focusing on all this gossip, man. Learn you something, man. Learn something of some substance, man, so you can have some meaningful conversations out here. Don't nobody want to talk about all the chaos that you just learned about within the entertainment world. We don't want to talk about that, man. Let's learn about the universe, man. Let's learn about, listen, like I got a book over here, man, Biology of Belief. And in the first pages of this book, he talking about just how wise the cells are that's within you. And he just talks about us, just how we evolve and how we, I'm gonna show this book, man. I talked about the book, but I didn't show it the last time. I'll show y'all the book, Biology of Belief, right here. Pretty solid book, man. Biology of Belief. Grab this book if you have not grabbed it yet. But again, like I said, within this book, man, he talks about the intelligence of cells, the cells that's within us, man, and just how intelligent they are and how they are pretty much within us. We have all these cells and how these cells pretty much have minds and like minds of their own, which again demonstrates the intelligence. So each cell has a level of intelligence. So it just talks about that particular aspect of humanity. Of matter of fact, y'all know me, I like to read things from the book. I like to read things from the book, man. Let me give y'all a jewel here. Let me give y'all a jewel from this book so that y'all can understand how crazy this book is, man. Oh, Antoinette. Exactly. Man, JFW, they don't even have to read educational books, man. You could literally read anything and learn something from it. So you don't even have to read the educational books, man. Whatever, like I said, whatever it is that you're interested in, read that, man. But again, anybody walking around, especially an adult, if you're an adult talking about you bored, what's going on? Nero, peace, what's happening? What's happening? Let me see if I can find just something to preview here. Something to preview, man. Let me find a good little section. Yeah, let me drop this jewel, man. Let me read a preview from this book, Biology of Belief, talking about single cells, you know, that we are composed of. So it says single cells are also capable of learning through these environmental experiences and are able to create cellular memories, which they pass on to their offspring. Now, this is talking about cells, right? So we listen, as within, so without, as above, so below. What y'all don't understand is we are a reflection of the universe, and internally we have cells that are reflections of us. So this book right here is talking about cells being able to pass things on to their offspring. So the cells that we are composed of. So again, nothing is new under the sun. So just like we pass things down to our offspring, this book is talking about the cells that we are composed of. The cells that make up our existence, how they pass things down to their offspring. But let's go though. Single cells are also capable of learning through these environmental experiences and are able to create cellular memories, which they pass on to their offspring. For example, when a measles virus infects a child, an immature immune cell is called in to create a protective protein antibody against that virus. In the process, the cell must create a new gene to serve as a blueprint in manufacturing the measles antibody protein. The first step in generating a specific measles antibody gene occurs in the nuclei of immature immune cells. Among their genes are a very large number of DNA segments that encode uniquely shaped snippets of proteins. By randomly assembling and recombining these DNA segments, immune cells create a vast array of different genes, each one providing for a uniquely shaped antibody protein. When an immature immune cell produces an antibody protein that is a close physical complement to the invading measles virus, that cell will be activated. So I'm gonna just stop there, man. Y'all just get the book, man. If y'all wanna do the knowledge, man. If y'all want to do the knowledge to the cells, man, and the intelligence of the cells that make up our existence, that make up the human body. Please do the knowledge to that, man. Y'all don't understand how, when I say the body is all wise and exact or all wise and intelligent, we not lying, man. The cells that make up your body, these cells are intelligent. These cells have a mind of their own. So that's why it's important when we talk about programming, when we talk about speaking life into oneself, we mean that, man, because the cells literally are paying attention. The cells that make up your body literally can think. They literally can feel. They listen. They communicate with one another. So it's important, man. It's important to make sure you supplying these cells with what they need. And then it's important to make sure you speaking that life into yourself so your cells can receive the message. So your cells can receive the messages, man, because the cells are intelligent, man. What do you like literally, man? Where do you think you get some of your intelligence from? Come on, man. Underdrifter, peace. What's happening? Goldie, peace. Lindell, peace. Magic, what's happening? Magic Realm, yes, sir. Yeah, the biology of belief. Here go the book right here. Biology of belief. Biology of belief. CC, peace. What's happening? Fletcher, you say what advice would you give somebody who has a lot of free time, works from home, on how to balance learning and entertainment or just leisure time in general? And what's the name of the book? Yep, Biology of Belief. I showed you that. Man, when it comes to balancing free time, like, listen, education trumps entertainment because, again, education is entertaining. So I always say make time to be educated, man. Whatever it is you striving to master, whatever subject you're interested in, whatever skill you possess, whatever you do and you striving to master that, man, you should at least be spending, man, 2 to 3 hours, man, studying that craft a day. 2 to 3 hours, man. You can find 2 to 3 hours to be studying that craft. And that should be a priority over entertainment. Once you get your hours in regards to studying or putting in the work, putting in the reps, putting in the practice for your particular craft or skill or whatever it is that you're striving to master, then you can go toward the entertainment. Man, the entertainment should come last. The entertainment should become last. But again, for most people, the entertainment is first. We want to be entertained first. Matter of fact, we may go the whole day and not learn anything. We may go the whole day and just be educated. I mean, not educated, but be entertained. Consuit, man, appreciate that cash out, man. I just got it. Just received it. Appreciate you, my brother. But for sure, we don't value education, man. We don't value it. We don't value it. And people saw the percentage on this particular video, and y'all know we come from the 5%. Y'all know I deal with the 5% nation of guys on earth, so that's where y'all see 85%, man. We got that right in our lessons, man. 14th degree, man. 14th degree, 140. And I can give y'all like a semi breakdown of the actual lesson so that y'all can see where I be coming from, man, from a cultural perspective. And I can break it down kind of sentence by sentence in regards to the lesson because it asks. The question is, who is the 85%? They are the uncivilized people. That's the first sentence in the lesson. They are the uncivilized people. When you go and you mingle with the masses, a lot of people that you're going to come in contact with are very uncivilized. Now, what is the meaning of one being uncivilized? In my breakdown, the meaning of one being uncivilized, a person who has just no knowledge of themselves. They are not in tune with themselves. They are not in tune with their true history, none of that. And they are savage in pursuit of happiness. And that's the average person out here. The average person out here, man. When you talking to these dudes, the average dude out here, man, just lusting over women, have no knowledge of himself, no respect for himself. Again, when you talking to the average sister out here, lacking respect for herself, man, feel like she don't need no man, and this conflict there. So a lot of people are just out of tune. And that's what it means to be uncivilized, man. How can you be civilized when you don't know who you are and you don't know where you came from and you don't know your true history and you don't know your true culture? And you, matter of fact, not only do you not know your true culture, but you have adopted the culture of the oppressor. So again, how can you be civilized and you living out the way of life that the oppressor has given you? There's no possible way that you can be civilized when that's the case. How you civilized living the life that the oppressor gave to you? It's impossible. It's impossible to be civilized in that particular case. And that's the average black person that you come across. The average black person that you come across out here, they have adopted the way of life of the oppressor, the way of life that the oppressor has given. That's what they are doing. And that's just a fact. That's just a fact. That's an uncivilized person, man. That's an uncivilized person. They lack the knowledge, the wisdom, and the understanding, man. They just a savage in pursuit of happiness, man. That's your average person. And again, we know a lot of that. We know a lot of that stems from programming. So again, we're not too mad at the case. We're not too mad at it, man, because we understand that we was programmed to be this way, man. So that's why a lot of us, the people that know better, the people that have some sense, the people that have some knowledge, we do our duty, man, to teach those who are uncivilized, or at least speak to those who are uncivilized. So that's the point of me putting out content like this, man, because again, while it may not appear that way on this particular stream, but best believe the uncivilized people, they be watching. They be watching when the knowledge is dropped, man. These uncivilized people, man, the people who have lost knowledge of themselves, man, they be watching, because at the end of the day, you can't run from that DNA. You cannot run. You cannot run. You cannot run from the DNA. So a lot of times when you speaking to these brothers and sisters who are lost, when you tell them the truth, it resonates with them deep down inside because it's that DNA. So it resonates with them. Whether they want to admit it or not, it resonates with them. It's going to hit, man. It might not hit instantly, but deep down, it's going to strike a chord, man, because again, it's that DNA. It's in their DNA, man. So when you say something along the lines of the truth to that black person, man, it's going to strike a nerve, man. You just got to keep doing it, man. We just got to keep speaking that truth. Keep speaking the truth to power, as we like to call it. Denise, appreciate that cash app, man. You got the cash app out here. You moving on up in the world. Nick, peace. What's happening? What's happening? The second sentence of that particular degree. So I said, who is the 85%? They are the uncivilized people. Then you got the poison animal eaters. That's the second sentence. Poison animal eaters. I just listen, just eat the animals, period. But we already know the most prominent poison animal out here. Pig, swine, pork. You got black folks who can't give that up still in 2021. So we talk about poison animal eaters. We're talking about poison animal eaters. The least you can do is give up the swine. And we still got black folks to this day that can't give up the swine. So not only do we got the uncivilized people, poison animal eaters. So you uncivilized, you eating like a savage. Who does that sound like? Who does it sound like you emulate? Who does it sound like we mimic it? Who does it sound like we imitate? Come on now, study history. Who were the ones originally eating like savages that we had to civilize? So whose way of life have we taken on when we talk about uncivilized, poison animal eaters? Come on, man. Who does it sound like we talking about? Slaves from a mental death and power. That's the third sentence of that particular degree. Slaves from a mental death and power. Come on, man. We mental slaves. We mental slaves. We say slavery changed forms. So people say slavery don't exist. It still exists. It just changed forms. That's how energy goes. That's how energy works, man. It changes forms, man. So we still slaves for the most part, just psychological. We mental slaves. So slavery definitely is still here, man. It's still a problem. We already know it. And sometimes it ain't even mental. It's still physical at some point. It's still physical, man. It's still physical. They still demonstrating the physical slavery. They still demonstrating that physical slavery. So I ain't even gonna say that it's all mental, man. They still demonstrating the physical slavery to this day, 2021. AZI, PG, what's happening, man? What's happening? So you slaves from mental death and power, man. So again, we talking about the mental form of slavery, which a lot of us, we are under that spell, man. We are under that spell. We are a victim to being the mental slaves. Deaf, dumb, and blind. A lot of us fall under that category. A lot of people fall under that category. And the messed up thing about it, a lot of people don't know and understand that they are under that category. That's why it's so dangerous, because people think that they free. People think that they ain't enslaved because they may be getting paid by the oppressor handsomely. Like, oh, I'm getting $1 million slaves, man. Y'all know that book. Go grab that book too. $1 Million Slave. $1 Million Slave. You think you free because you making millions out here when the oppressor is signing that check. So without him, you wouldn't make that million. So are you really free? Are you really free? Are you really free? People who do not know who the true and living God is or their origin in this world. People who do not know who the true and living God is or their origin in this world. This goes back to who the 85% is. People who do not know who the true and living God is. All you got to do is look into the mirror if you want to see that true and living God. See that we don't look into that mirror for that source. We don't look into the mirror. We don't look within. We're looking outside of self. We're looking outside of self. 85% of the population, they looking outside of themselves for this true and living God instead of looking within. And that's why we have a lot of problems. And they have orchestrated it for it to be that way. They don't want you knowing that it's within. They don't want you to know that you look into that mirror. That's the reflection of God right there. You look within, there go God. No, they want you to say, pray, look up to the sky. That's where it's at. No, it's not. No, it's not. That's another way that they are keeping us enslaved. That's another way that they are keeping us. That's another tool for slavery. People who do not know who the true and living God is or their origin in this world. Again, we don't know our origin in the world because when you go through the school system, what do they make it seem like? Everything started for us with slavery. That's what they make it seem like. That's what a lot of us believe subconsciously. Some of us even believe that consciously. So we don't know our true origin in this world, man. We don't know that we are the originators of literally everything, including life itself. A lot of us don't know that. J Peace, what's happening? A lot of us don't know that, man. That's our origin in this world, man. People don't understand that. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of black people have argued with me on that point. I argue more about this type of stuff with black folks than white folks. A lot of white folks have heard some of this stuff that we say, some of the stuff that I say, and they have agreed with me. Black folks be the ones arguing. Stockholm syndrome. They got us good. I can't even tell a black person about his origins without that black person arguing with me saying he don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that black talk. I don't want to hear that. What is that going to do for me? It's going to do a lot for you. It's going to empower you. It's going to empower you once you know that you don't need to be looking to the sky and you just need to look in that mirror and look within. You're going to be unstoppable, man. There's nothing that you will be able to, listen, you will be able to accomplish anything. Anything. And that's just a fact, man. That's just a fact. That's why they try to keep that type of information and that type of knowledge suppressed. Who worship that which they know not of, man. That is the next sentence, man. People who do not know who the true and living God is or their origin in this world, who worship that which they know not of. That is what most of us do. Worship that which we know not of. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about, man. We worship and listen, we celebrate holidays. Don't be knowing the origin of the holidays. Be speaking these lies to the children in regards to the origins of these holidays, man. Again, who worship that which they know not of. We lack the knowledge on the things, listen, on the traditions that we follow here in the wilderness of North America. How you celebrating a whole day and don't even know the true origins of the day that you celebrating, and then you telling your children a lie about the origin. And then making it seem like you celebrating these days for the children, man. Tell these children the truth, man. Tell these children the truth, man. Y'all talking about Christmas. Talking about Christmas. Oh, that's the birth of Jesus. No, it's not. Never has been. Even the Bible doesn't agree with that. Even the Bible don't agree with that. Tell them kids the truth. Christmas ain't got nothing to do with no birth of Jesus, man. For one, that's one of the reasons why they call it Xmas, man. That's, y'all know what an X means. X is unknown, meaning we don't know. Meaning we don't know. That's what that means. So quit lying to these children, man. Quit lying to these babies, man. Quit doing that, man. Quit doing that. But again, who worship that which they know not of. We worship in that which we know not of. So it's not far-fetched to see why we doing this, because we worship that which we know not of. We are not in tune with that in which we worship, and because it does not come from us. It's not our true culture, and we worshiping it, man. Don't even make any sense. And we telling these kids these lies, man. We telling the babies these lies, man. Come on, man. We got to quit playing, man. We got to quit playing. And then my favorite part of this particular degree, very last sentence, the very last sentence. Those who are easily led in the wrong direction, but hard to be led in the right direction. Those who are easily led in the wrong direction, but hard to be led in the right direction. If that doesn't describe the average person, I don't know what does. Those who are we are so easily led in the wrong direction. It's crazy. It's crazy. It don't take much. When people say, oh, it's a distraction, it don't take much to distract us. And Montel, yeah, that's what I was saying. We worship that which we know not of from an adult perspective, and we lie to the children, we lie to the babies. So I'm never going to blame the babies. It's the adults that's doing that. It's the adults that's out here spreading these lies. It's the adults that's out here not taking it upon themselves to learn the truth. So at some point, you got to start holding yourself accountable. You got to start holding yourself accountable for the truth, man. It's on you now. Once you reach a certain age, man, you just choosing to be deaf, dumb, and blind because the information is out here, man. So if you following these days and you just failing to get a hold of the truth in regards to the origin of these days, that's on you, man, because the information is out here. You just don't want to know the truth. You just don't want to know the truth. That's what it boils down to when you hit a certain age, man. You just do not want to know the truth. You just don't want to know. But again, those who are easily led in the wrong direction, man. Man, that describes listen, if you got a room full of 10 people, 9 out of that 10, boy, it ain't gonna take nothing to lead them in the wrong direction. And it's gonna be hard to lead them in the right direction. Again, all you got to do, I always take it back to my industry, because you take everything and apply it to self. So I take everything, apply it to my industry, which would be fitness, man. It is so easy to lead people in the wrong direction in regards to the wrong foods to eat. But when you try to lead them in the right direction in regards to cleaning up the diet, cleaning up the regimen, and working out more, that is one of the hardest things to do. That's one of the hardest things to do, is to lead people in that right direction. But it will take me nothing to convince them to go eat some processed food or some candy or some chips or some cookies. Take nothing. It takes absolutely nothing for me to convince them to do that. Again, easily led in that wrong direction, hard to be led in the right direction. Hard to be led in the right direction. Very hard. It's hard, man. CC, man, again, I don't acknowledge any of these days. I don't acknowledge any of these days. And it's time for black people to start exercising that power. We really need to stop acknowledging these days, man. I don't even be responding to people, man, when they be sending me texts. Happy this, that, and the third. Nope. I'm not saying that back to you. I'm not acknowledging this day, man. We got to start treating these days like they don't matter, because they really don't. And we got to start putting our own days on the calendar. Man, I'm telling you, man, we got the power to do that type of stuff. We just need to do it. Terenzo, peace, what's going on? We just need to do it. We got to stop being soft out here. We got to stop being scared, man. Got to stop being scared. We got to stop being soft, man. We got a lot of power collectively, man, and we need to start exercising it, man. You know how many great things we did in history that are on the calendar? You know how many great people that we didn't had, that didn't existed, where their birthdays or their born days are on the calendar? We can celebrate those days. Those are holidays for us. We can do that. You don't need to be celebrating these days. 4th of July. What we celebrating? The heck is we celebrating? All we finna do is put some garbage food on the grill and eat ourselves into a coma like we do every other freaking holiday. And pop fireworks. And we know for the most part who tends to profit off the fireworks. You know what I'm saying? So we already know who be profiting the most from these days in and of themselves. Tay, peace, what's going on? And I even put up a proposal, man. If you're going to celebrate some of these days, you're going to spend your money, try to spend it with black folks at least. At least try to do that. Iroko, peace, what's going on? Tay, the Pride Month is killing me. Oh my goodness, I'm trying to refrain, boy. I don't feel like dealing with that community. I'm trying to refrain, but man, this pride stuff be, this pride stuff be getting me, man. Pride stuff be getting me, man. It be getting me, man, y'all. Because listen, the people that are in that community, they are they are very delusional, man. I don't know if y'all had arguments with individuals in that particular community, the alphabet community. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But a lot of them are delusional. A lot of them, man. A lot of them are very delusional, and it is crazy. It is crazy. It's crazy to have conversations with them, man. They literally believe that there is no agenda. Literally believe that there is no agenda promoting that lifestyle. They literally believe this. They literally believe that first of all, they don't know what the word agenda means. Like, that is delusional to believe that there is no agenda pushing that lifestyle, man. That's the part that I can't even get past, that they literally believe that there is no agenda. That's my main problem with them. They will not acknowledge the fact that it's an agenda to push and promote that lifestyle. They won't acknowledge that. There is a reason why you see the lifestyle everywhere, man. It's a reason why you see it, man. Come on, man. It's a reason why you see it. Just like it's a reason why you see everything else, man. Push and promote, marketing, stuff like that, man. It's a reason why you see things. It's a reason why commercials exist. Like, it's a reason why these things are out here, man. It's a reason why you see ads talking about Pride Month. Man, that's marketing, advertising, and that's made to push and promote. To push and promote. To push and promote what? An agenda. It's just like if I created an ad on Facebook for my gym, I have an agenda to get more clients. It's my agenda. So why are you creating ads out here for Pride Month? You have an agenda. You have an agenda behind this commercial. You making a commercial saying Happy Pride Month. What's your agenda behind the commercial? You have an agenda. Have an agenda. DJ Elmo, I have not seen it. Chaos Reign, what's happening? Oh, I'll tell you for sure, man. We just need to, we need to just reconstruct the whole entire calendar, man. I be getting so, I don't even be remembering some of these days exist, man, until somebody brings it to my attention. I don't know nothing about Pride Month until I start seeing it. I just start seeing it everywhere. Like, oh, okay, here we go. That's what's happening. When it comes to the black stuff, man, it ain't no marketing dollars being thrown behind it. It ain't no marketing dollars being thrown behind it, man. So you ain't gonna see that. You ain't gonna see a lot of that. You ain't gonna see a lot of stuff pushing the culture forward. No, not enough marketing doctors. Underdrift at the time, for sure. For sure. Hey, yeah, I already know. They want to attack. Well, they can't wait. They ready, man. They ready to just jump on somebody. That's why I really don't care I don't really care to be dealing with them, man. Because like I said, a lot of the time they just delusional. They're not striving to understand where anybody is coming from that disagrees with the lifestyle. So ain't nobody got time for that. Nobody got time to be having conversations like that. Literally think they know absolutely everything, man. So I don't be having time for those type of conversations, man. You can't have healthy dialogues with them, man. It's always crazy, but they want to act like we the ones walking around angry, like we the ones mad at them. Nah, we just disagree with the lifestyle. Y'all the ones mad all the time, man. Y'all the ones mad all the time because y'all pushing stuff in our face, and then we respond like, man, we don't want to keep seeing this everywhere. Like that's what we on, man. We don't want to keep seeing it every show you watch, every music video you see. Like everything got an element to it, man. You can't even get your script approved in Hollywood unless you incorporate some element of that in the script. I'm now convinced. If you want to get your script approved in Hollywood, you gotta have that type of content in it. Gotta have that type of content in it, man. Gotta have it. Or else they're gonna be like, nah, we can't approve this. Can't approve this. Can't approve it. So that's the type of world we living in, man. People easily led in the wrong direction, hard to be led in the right direction, man. That's the type of world that we living in, man. Those are the type of people that we dealing with, man. Those are the type of people that we dealing with, man. And that's why people don't understand. People start talking about relationships and things of that nature, man. It's hard to deal with somebody, especially when you striving to be civilized, or you are civilized, or you striving to be righteous, or you are righteous, striving to be healthy, or you are healthy. It's hard to deal with somebody that goes against that. It's hard to deal with it, man, because again, you're dealing with somebody that's deaf, dumb, and blind. And when you're dealing with that person, man, it's hard to lead them in the right direction. So if you're in a relationship and you with a person that they done already been led in that wrong direction, that's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough, man. It is gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough, and it's not gonna be enjoyable, man. It's not gonna be pleasant dealing with a person of said caliber, man. It's hard to deal with that, man. It's hard to deal with it, man, because they be so brainwashed, man. They just be so, they minds be so fried and destroyed out here, man. So that can be stressful, man. That's why I tell everybody, man, focus on yourself, man. When you focus on being civilized, you focus on being righteous, you're going to attract exactly what it is that you need. But for the most part, we so thirsty to be in relationships, we don't do that. So we go out here and we go search for these relationships. Half the time when we go search for these relationships, we have problems. We have problems. So never go searching for this love, man. Never go doing that, man. You ain't gonna do that, man. You are not going to find it when you search for it, because it's not something that you go out and find. That's not what happens, man. That's not what happens, man. It's something that literally comes to you, man, when it comes to another person, man. So you got to start with that self-love. And again, once you learn to love yourself, everything is going to come to you that you need. But we are impatient. You are impatient out here. So we try to rush the process. So we go out here and we try to find people. Try to find love. Nah, that's why a lot of stuff is failing out here, man. People going out here trying to find it. Whole while they neglecting themselves, man. If you ain't got yourself in order, then listen, how you gonna find love out here? How you gonna find love out here and you don't have yourself in order? You don't love yourself, you don't know yourself, you don't understand yourself, and yet you trying to find love because you feel like you need somebody in your life. No, you don't. You need yourself in your life first. You need yourself in your life first and foremost. Because at the end of the day, these people can walk out of your life, but you can't walk out of your life. So you got to always deal with self. Miss Donnie, wait, what? Whoa. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Sister said I'm getting old because I don't understand why these dudes nowadays polishing their fingernails. This is what they do? Well, that's what dudes do? That's how they express themselves. Wait a minute. How's polishing fingernails? I'm all right. Yep. Moment of silence, man. Moment of silence, man. Just moment of silence, man. I need time to think about that one real quick, man. So wait a minute. Dudes polishing it. Dudes polishing their fingernails as a form of expression. That's what we at. That's how we express ourselves. I didn't know that. I didn't know. That's new to me. I was already outdone, as they call it. I was already outdone years ago when people kept asking me, is my hair real? And I'm like, man, why do people keep asking, are my locks real? Lo and behold, dudes out here getting fake locks. I didn't know that back in the day. I was like, man, I know dudes ain't doing it. I know ain't no dude out here with some fake locks. I know it's not happening. I ain't want to believe it until I saw it. I said, man, y'all got to be kidding. Walking around here with fake locks. That's what you want. That's what we on. So once that doesn't surprise me, man. But I was getting tired. I'm like, man, why is everybody asking me, is my freaking hair real? Man, I was not understanding that for the longest, man, until I realized dudes out here getting the extensions. Wisely G, a crop top. So we rocking crop tops. We getting the fingernail polish. That's what we on. Okay. We already rocking the purses. We already rocking our sister jeans. So now we finna be up in the nail salon. We gonna be in the nail salon. So so the women can't even have the nail salon. You know, like the men, we had locker room talk. Like the women can't even have the nail salon no more. Y'all can't even go get y'all nails done and it be just a woman thing. Dudes in there in the nail salon. Come on, man. Y'all in the nail salon. Y'all shopping in the women's section. Y'all in the nail salon. Come on, man. Can the women have anything out here? So that's what's up out here, man. Go ahead and do y'all, man. Go ahead and do y'all, man. That's more for me, man. That's more the manly clothing and the manly situations for me. That's more for me, man. So I ain't got to deal with a lot of y'all. Let the sisters deal with y'all. So we good. We good money then. Y'all go ahead and do that. That's cool. Y'all stay out of my way. Y'all going ahead and do that, man. Y'all just leave me alone. Leave me up out of it, man. When I tell y'all I don't rock that, y'all better not say nothing to me. Say, man, yeah, people legit be hating on the locks, man, because a lot of people I know that been growing their hair out, man. It ain't even been nowhere near as long as mine, man. They lining all pushed back. They be like, man, they be straight hating. Straight hating. But it's all good though. It's all good though, man. That's on them. We good over here, man. We not deaf, dumb, and blind. We know who we are. We know our origin in this world, man. We know our history. We know our culture, and we living that out to the best of our ability. Yeah, Torenzo, man. Wayne out here looking bad, man. Wayne looks horrible, man. Buddy need to get his life together, man. Buddy need to get his life together. But we already know the industry that he in, so we already know what type of spell he under. So, hey, he need to break free from it because Buddy looks horrible. Buddy looks horrible, man. Buddy looks horrible, man. Wayne, listen, I know you ain't listening, but if you just so happen to see this, man, snap out of it, man. They got a hold on you, man. They got you out here looking all bad, man. You need to snap out of it, get your life together, man. Take control of your life. Because Wayne, I don't even think Wayne is 40 yet. Dude looking every bit of like 80 out here. Dude looking horrible, man. So get yourself together, man. Break free. Break free from that industry hold, man. That hypnosis. Break free from it, brother. Break free from it, man. Cause it's looking all bad for the kid, man. Looking all bad for the kid. But y'all, man, I ain't have much time to build today, man. I gotta actually make a move, man. I gotta head up to this gym, man. So I may come back later on tonight. Y'all know when I say I come back, 9 times out of 10 I do. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna make my move. I may tap in with y'all later on tonight, man. If not, I'm gonna catch y'all soon. Y'all be easy. Y'all enjoy the rest of this Friday, man. Make sure y'all eat some healthy foods. Get y'all water in. Get some rest in. If you haven't exercised, get the exercise in and all that good stuff. Meditate. Get your affirmations in. And I may catch y'all later on tonight, man. But y'all be easy. I'm out. Finna kill these clients real quick. Then I may be back. Peace, y'all.